Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Powassan Sportsplex for what is sure to be an exciting game between the hometown Powassan Voodoos and the Elliott Lake Vikings. I'm Courtney Kenny, he's Ben Long, but before we get fully into our broadcast, we thought we'd hear a little interview here from the starting goaltender of your Powassan Voodoos tonight, Miles Gordon, who had the chance recently to sit down with myself and Matt Sukram and talk about coming to Powassan.
Is a bigger hockey market.
Yeah, well, I actually didn't spend a lot of time in San Francisco, so I don't really know what the hockey market is there. But in German Valley, I spent a lot of time traveling to Chicago, kind of, and then up into Madison to play AAA. So I guess bigger hockey market in German Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Chicago Blackhawks are one of the original six teams,
Yeah.
right? So obviously they would have a pretty big following. When did you start playing hockey, and what made you fall in love with the game?
Yeah, I think I started playing around 4 or 5, just house league, and then as I got a little bit better, I kind of took to AA, AAA hockey, and really developed a love for the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask you, what was the pull for you, especially coming from Illinois, to come up to Powassan and play junior A hockey?
Yeah, no, I've been in Canada for a while now, so it's not that big of a step to go far away from home. So yeah, just the community. I came out to a July camp, June camp, and I saw the community, stayed with the Billets, so that's what really drew me in, was that sense of home, so.
Being here, what's the feel with the teammates?
Well, apologies for the lack of audio on that interview. We'll hopefully be able to play it again later. You get to learn a little bit about Miles Gordon, the starting goaltender for the Powassan Voodoos. And if we're going to talk about Miles Gordon, well, he's played in 2 games. He's 1-1 with a 384 goals against average and a 890 save percentage, including starting the game against the Sioux Thunderbirds at the NOJHL Showcase a week ago. Unfortunately, did not go the way of the Powassan Voodoos. They were up 4-2 in the third period. They lost that game 5-4 in regulation after Caden Dundas scored a goal from the blue line with 2.5 seconds left on the clock. Absolute heartbreak city for the Powassan Voodoos, but then they made up for it the next day with a nice 3-1 victory over the Greater Sudbury Cubs. So that is okay in our books here at the Frontline. Well, let's talk about our players to watch, which is brought to you by Mike, the financial advisor. And our players to watch coming from the Elliott Lake Vikings is their captain, Noah Abaflan. And hopefully we'll be able to bring you an interview of his later on this evening as well from the NOJHL Showcase in a little thing that Chris Dawson made called Get to Know Our Players. And you know what? If you know Chris, you know he will never pass up an opportunity for a dad joke. Noah Abaflan, when 12 games played, has 8 goals, 4 assists for 12 points. So a point-a-game player for the Elliott Lake Vikings, Ben.
He's been really spectacular for them. In the showcase of the game that we got to see them play, he scored a hat trick. He's just been,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
he is what you want an offensive player to be.
Exactly what you want him to be. And of course, as the Voodoos come out on the ice right now, the team also, our player to watch for the Powassan Voodoos is Zach Turner from Eagle, Colorado. In 10 games, he has 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, although the majority of those points have come recently. And he also, along with Darby McCarthy, appeared on the most recent episode of the Frontline podcast, which you can find anywhere that you stream, and of course on this YouTube channel if you're on our YouTube channel as well. But now we're going to get ready for the national anthems of Canada and the United States here at the Powassan Sportsplex. So we're just getting ready here.
The Voodoos would like to ask Coach Josh Dale to come down to the ice.
We'll actually take a quick moment to go to our pregame ceremony as well.
Powassan Voodoos President Jim Bruce has something for you. Congrats, Josh, on your 200 wins as a coach for the Voodoos. They wanted to present you with this plaque. Thank you for your 7 dedicated seasons behind the Voodoos bench. Congrats, Josh, and like you said, on to the next 200. We ask you to rise if able, remove your hats, and join Tim Scarrow for the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly screaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, garde ton bras et porter les pieds, il sait porter la gloire, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard
And we're just about ready for puck drop here from the Powassan Sportsplex as these two teams are set to do battle for the second time in just under a week. As the Vikings and Voodoos met last Sunday with the Voodoos pulling out the 3-1 victory. Darby McCarthy, Parker McClellan, and Caleb Dawson had the goals in the game in Blind River, which of course is where Elliott Lake has to play their home games as of right now. We'll touch on that later. Anthony Bertrand scored his first NOJHL goal in the Vikings loss. And if we're going to look at the standings, well, these are two teams on opposite ends of the spectrum so far this season, as the Powassan Voodoos, through 11 games, have an 8-2 an 0-1 record for 17 points, first in the East, which is a 6-point lead with a game in hand on the Hearst Lumberjacks in second. The Elliott Lake Vikings find themselves in the cellar of the West Division with a 2-7, 1-1 record for 6 points so far here in this early going of this season.
As you mentioned, those records are really polar opposites, and the Voodoos getting national recognition on some early rankings of the CJHL.
Yeah, came in the top 20 as we're underway here at the Sportsplex. As the puck is thrown in, the Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left to start this first period, and the Vikings in their road whites are going left to right. Tucker Shields in behind the net, back to Case at the point. Case kept it in, threw it in deep for Shields. Now it's there for McCarthy. McCarthy with the shot, and the rebound hit a stick and went out of play. And we'll get our first whistle here, a mere 25 seconds into this contest.
That's a nice little quick whistle to have, a little break here. To go back to a point I mentioned earlier, the Elliott Lake Vikings are unfortunate to not have a home rink this year due to some errors or issues that are happening with their barn.
Yeah, Elliott Lake Nomads to start the season. They got, I think, one game in at their barn in Elliott Lake, but unfortunately the council there deemed that the building was structurally not sound. As the puck comes out front, and now DeBroy tries to throw the puck down the ice. He does to McMillan, who scored 2 goals in the victory Wednesday against French River, to Chase Thompson. Thompson's dump in, couldn't go anywhere. So anyways, as we were saying, the team now has to make do playing in Blind River for their home games, which Blind River's close, but it's not that close.
Yeah.
So it's still like a road game going there. So the Vikings did play a good game at the showcase that we called, in which they took down the Iroquois Falls Storm rather handily, really. Now it's in. Another chance here is a good shot on goal by Ricci, who's back in the lineup here after serving a 2-game suspension. Got a good chance on net. Thrown back around. Smetham. It's back for Lemke. Lemke behind the net. Looking out front. Turns, takes the shot. That one's turned aside by Beauville. We'll get into his stats here in a moment as well. Ricci throwing it in for Smetham. Now behind the net for Lemke. Lemke twisting and turning. Threw it back behind the net for Smetham, but Smetham had vacated the area. Now on the near side wall, Elliott Lake can't get it out of their zone. Ricci keeps the puck in behind the net. Picking that puck up is Nystrom. Nystrom goes cross ice. Now walking into it, a shot. And it was turned aside by Gordon in net. Puck going down the ice. The linesman signals that'll go for icing. And we'll get another stoppage here. Cam Beauville comes into this game playing 3 games with a 1-2 record. He has a 404 goals against average, but a nice 908 save percentage on the season.
And that's one of those things at this level with goalies. You can't always look at goals against average as an accurate stat of how the goalie is performing. If the team's really underperforming, but he has a good save percentage, he's still putting up a great amount of saves every night.
Yeah, he hasn't had a great save percentage, especially recently, and he allowed 4 goals in the first period on Wednesday, but that's how I feel when I look at Brady Dyer half the time when he comes in here with French River. He plays the Voodoos well. It's just his goals against average is in the 6, which you don't see that very often.
Shout out to Drake.
Yes, his goals against average is all the way down in Toronto. Shot, sharp angle, turned aside. Sturge couldn't hold on to it. Now it's down the ice for Rotundo. Rotundo tried to flip it down the ice. He does to Sturge. And Sturge flips around and sends it around for Dawson. Caleb Dawson, goals in 2 straight, including the first one of his first one coming in the game against Elliott Lake last weekend. Now Mike McLean, the big defender, tried to get the puck in for Russo. Russo went to go chase after, but thought better of it, and puck's out to center ice. Bouncing past Turner, who tried to catch it, and Mike McLean now behind the net. McLean over to his defense, or over to his man, and the puck comes near side from Shields. Shields with the puck, throws it behind the net. It's over for McCarthy. McCarthy wisely stops up. And McLean, one half of the police pairing here, along with Case. on the back end. I really like the way that they've played together so far since they've joined up, since the showcase. As you can say, McLean is back on the case. Ricci with the puck in his own zone. Down the ice, Turner got a piece of it, so it's down for Beauville to play behind his net. Puck down the ice once again. Menard stopped up, Thompson chasing after it, couldn't get a good stick away. Shots are 2-1 here in the early going in favor of the hometown Voodoos. Coming through the neutral zone, Elliott Lake gets it over to Abelflan. Abelflan, the captain of the Vikings, shovels the puck in deep. Now it's beside the net. Sharp angle chance. It came out. McMillan got to it, but now he's being hassled in his own zone with the puck. McMillan tries to chip it out. It does come out, but Powassan doesn't have clean possession. Dubroy now to McMillan. Dubroy had to turn around, try to get another chance at it. Bodies flying everywhere, but not connecting with each other. Now Dubroy back into his own zone for Ricci. Ricci tries to shake his man. Finally flips it down the ice. It hit 2 Voodoos, so no icing there. And they'll go for a quick change. Up to Bertrand. Bertrand scoring that lone goal for Elliott Lake last weekend. And the puck is shot in. Good shot there by DuPont, but a good glove save by Miles Gordon.
One thing about this Voodoos team is that they are fantastic at activating the defense up in the rush. I was really excited to see McLean coming back, because he had that really nice rush goal towards the end of the playoffs last year. Even with little out, at 5 games played, he's still sitting 5th on the... Not 5th. Ignore that.
I was going to say he's a little bit further down than that.
Yeah. For missing half the season, though, he's still sitting at point per game pace.
Yep, he is indeed. Now Reese Smetham off to the races. Into Elliott Lake territory, takes a sharp angle shot. Beauville gets a piece of it. Rebound coming, but he's able to cover that one up. And we'll get another stoppage here. Yeah, Alex Little through 5 games has a goal and 4 assists, and he's sitting just behind Cameron Moore for the all-time lead as well in points as a defenseman for the Voodoos.
Yeah, you got to think that if it's not too many games that he's out, he's going to be meeting that record before too much longer.
I would say so. He had a great year last year for the Voodoos, scoring over 20 goals. And from the back end, that's quite the accomplishment. DuPont tries to find his man, and in a roundabout way he does. Now it's to the near side, McLean. McLean battling at the end wall. Has the puck. It's knocked near side by Smith. Smith, the battalion prospect, lost the puck, and the puck's up and over the glass and into the netting. And we'll get another stoppage here with just under 6 minutes gone in this period. And yeah, to see Mike McLean come back, actually in the game against French River, he had a few chances going down the ice. He just wasn't able to put the puck in the back of the net.
I only got here for the 3rd period of that game, but when I walked in, he was making a nice move across the blue line around a couple defenders, and I was like, yes, that's what I want to see. Yes. And I saw the scoreboard, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, 8-2 victory for Powassan in that one. We're on a 3-game winning streak as of right now. Beating Sudbury 3-1. Then Elliott Lake 3-1. And then French River 8-2. The game against Sudbury was especially great because it was in Sudbury at the showcase of all places. And credit where credit's due, Daniel DiRoccolo stood on his head in that game. He's not in the line. Well, he is in the lineup as the backup tonight, but he's not out on the ice, obviously. Puck thrown back on Beauville by his own team. He had to have his wits about him on that one. And he's able to keep the puck out of the net. Thompson in his own zone now. Gets it to McCarthy. McCarthy skates around a couple of men. Now with some speed through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Somehow he keeps the puck. Takes a sharp angle shot. Beauville grabs that one and keeps it close, so no rebound coming. And we'll get another stoppage here.
That was some great puck handling by McCarthy, picking it up at his own blue line, circling back into the top of the circles on his own zone before heading down the ice. And I thought he'd lost it at the other blue line, but he still hadn't got a nice shot off.
Yeah, I thought he lost it too. Thompson tries to win the draw on the near side. Now he's able to glove that down. That's McMillan, rather. Dubroy, who had himself a goal in that game against French River as well, lost the puck. They're coming the other way. There's McConnell Fritz. Puck comes out front. Couldn't get to his target. Now Menard sends it in on net. And that one's knocked into the corner. McMillan to McClellan, up to Thompson. Thompson nearly was the recipient of a hit from Menard, but was able to get the puck out anyways. Now for Ricci. Ricci, far side to McClellan. McClellan down the ice, and it doesn't go past McMillan at the bench, and now the puck's back into Voodoos territory for Ricci to chase after. Carson Ricci from behind his own net, skates the puck up on the near side, flips it down the ice looking for a chance to spring McMillan. McMillan's still in there before the icing. Now it came out front, bounced off Beauville, and Dubroy couldn't bat it out of the air. McConnell Fritz into the Voodoos territory. Sends the puck back. There is no Viking there for the pass though, so it's out to Thompson in the neutral zone. Thompson carries the puck into Voodoos territory, and now it's to Patrick. Patrick stops up, sends the puck down ice, but it doesn't get very far. And now once again, Nystrom with it. Puck into Voodoos territory once again. Nystrom with the puck on the near side. Takes a sharp angle shot. That one ran through the blue paint. And it hit the boards and is all the way down into the Vikings territory. Abelflam with it. Skates the puck in. Didn't take a bounce that Sturge thought it was going to take, so it's in on Gordon. Now Sturge has the pass from his goaltender. Rotundo up the ice looking for Patrick. He finds him. Now Patrick in. Sharp angle. Takes a shot off the crossbar. And they're calling it a goal. And the Voodoos are in flight here in the first period. Ryan Patrick.
I must say I'm a little confused here. From this angle, that didn't look in, but the ref who had a clear view of that shot right away said that's a goal.
Well, they're talking about it right now, and if it stands, it'll be Ryan Patrick's first of the season. At 11:08 left in this first period. And man, we saw some snipes in the Battalion 67s game last night from Liam Mamedovsky and also Luca Pinelli, both getting them high like that and puck coming out quickly. And it looks like the goal is going to stand, but what a shot by Ryan Patrick. Wow.
That was an impressive looking shot right off the top.
I honestly thought it hit the crossbar just like you. The sound it made and everything. Now, Adam Morrell is making his rounds talking to the coaching staff, but it looks like the Voodoos seem, well, it was very quick with Peter Goulet over there, so it looks like the goal will indeed stand. So Ryan Patrick, with his first of the season, gets the Voodoos on the board.
On a beauty shot.
Absolute snipe show here at the Powassan Sportsplex.
Goal, his first
Tucker Shields takes another shot. Beauville stops that. You know, I can't really blame, it's Patrick unassisted, by the way. I can't really blame Beauville on that goal because everyone here didn't think it went in.
Yeah.
What a nice shot.
That kind of makes me think of the Arbor Jacki goal from the preseason this year.
Oh, yeah.
Through the net.
Yeah, well, and
play just carried on and no one said anything, and then went back and viewed it.
Another shot looked like it might have hit the post, but no sound, so likely off Beauville. That was from McLean, near side to Shields. Shields gains the offensive zone, throws it around the perimeter. Turner on the far side, back to Case. Case with another shot, kicked aside by Beauville. Now the puck down the ice and a little 2-on-1 if the Vikings hurry. Quick side! I don't know if Case got a piece of that or Gordon, but it stays out of the Voodoos net anyways. Now off to the neutral zone. That was DuPont, couldn't get to his man. Now on the far side, the Vikings have it as they gain some pressure here. Another shot on net, over the net. And the puck does come out, so the Voodoos will go for a quick change. Going for a skate with it is Carrier. Carrier looked to get it to DuPont, but he found Ricci instead, and Ricci just sends it right back down into Elliott Lake territory. Wraith Smith with possession. And it's down the ice now for Elliott Lake. Another chance, turned aside. That was a good block there off Marincola. Now Ricci once again with it. Flips the puck up to Dawson. Dawson gains the zone, but it was deemed offside as the puck came off his stick, and he touched it first. But now we've reached our mid-period break here. So we'll be back with more Frontline Voodoos coverage on the other side of this. And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex. Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long here at the Powassan Sportsplex. Also, just because I got to call him out when he does it, on the sheet, number 4 is listed as Nick Case. It's Alexander Case. Nick is the older brother who also played for the Voodoos a few years ago.
Oh.
So, Mr. Chris Dawson, who had it listed last game that Tyson Wilcox was wearing number 1, which is Miles Gordon's number.
Oh.
Instead of 33. So I got to take a shot when I can of Mr. Chris Dawson.
Come on, Chris.
Yeah. General manager extraordinaire.
Too good to come over and eat pizza with us.
Yeah, what the heck. Oh, well.
We still love him.
Love is a strong word. No, I'm just kidding. Chris is great. He's done a lot for us, so shout out credit where credit's due. He's also helped assemble a very great Powassan Voodoos team here so far in the early going. Up 1-0 right now off a absolute snipe. Caden DuBrois comes in, shot on goal. Great glove saved by Beauville. And, of course, Ryan Patrick with the goal earlier this period here to give the Voodoos the 1-0 lead.
I thought DuBrois had him beat over the glove there when he broke in. Little flick of the wrist by the goaltender, and he manages to get it. But DuBrois had some really great offensive chances this season.
He has indeed, scoring a nice goal Wednesday against the French River Rapids, as we mentioned. 11 minutes gone here in this first period. Far side McMillan is able to squeeze the puck out of his own territory. Now it's Menard with a shot, well wide of the net. And McMillan gets to it. McMillan goes cross ice looking for McClellan. McClellan down the ice, gains the red line, flips it into Elliott Lake territory. Now on the far side, Lemke tries to grab the puck, just out of his reach. Puck down the ice quickly for Elliott Lake, flipping that one in. Now the puck comes near side. Thompson stopped it up at the red line, flips it right back in. Now Patrick, the goal scorer, with it. Patrick was looking for Smetham. The puck somehow came back to him. Now it's to Sturge. Sturge gains the zone, takes a shot, blocked by Elliott Lake. Now McConnell Fritz tried to get his man up in the offensive zone, but Patrick stopped that pass attempt. And he picks up the puck in neutral territory, going cross ice now for Rotundo. Near side, in on Gordon. Gordon got a stick out there to stop that one. And now on the near side to Reese Smetham. Smetham down for Sturge. Sturge got the puck down the ice for Patrick. Now Patrick walking in. Stops up. He passed back to Smetham, but Smetham couldn't convert. Now it's back out for Case. Case to McLean. McLean walking in. Somehow kept the puck with him, but eventually lost it. Now near side for Bertrand. Bertrand with the shot. And that one was wide and over the net. Case tried to get it out of the zone, but McCarthy had to come in and help. It's still in Powassan territory, though. And now Case comes away with it. Case for Turner. Turner tried to slap it across the ice to him. Now in deep for Case. However, Elliott Lake picks it back up with Carrier. Now down the ice. Flipped right back in for Callow. Gordon plays the puck up. Carrier stops it up in the neutral zone. Carrier flipping it cross ice. Case got a stick on that to knock it into the corner. Now it's for DuPont. DuPont and Case run into each other. Bertrand gets it back to Callow. Callow takes a shot. Calm glove save there by Miles Gordon with the stop. And we'll get another stoppage here with 6:49 left in this first period.
I love seeing 6:49 on the clock. Just makes me feel like something good's going to happen.
Oh, yeah? A lotto 6:40. Yeah. I see. Okay.
I mean, I don't ever win the lottery, so I don't know why it makes me think something good's going to happen, but you know.
The only time I've ever won money was like when I turned 18 and you can get scratch tickets at 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time I've ever won was when I got a whole bunch of scratch tickets when I turned 18. I got like a whole $30, but to an 18-year-old, it's like, wow, I got $30. When your paychecks are like $300 working part-time, when you're 18, $30 is a lot.
And back then, $30 went a lot farther than it does now.
Yeah, big hit leveled on McMillan. As he's slow to get up, but he does indeed get up. Yeah, now you can't even really, you get 2 Big Mac meals for like $35. Come on, McDonald's. I mean, you're a great sponsor and all, but. Puck out tight. And the Voodoos try to shovel the puck in. McMillan picks it up. He's skating around in the zone, tried to get around his man, but the puck now is knocked off his stick, so he had to chase after it. In the neutral zone, McMillan carries it in. Takes the shot, picked his spot well high, and over the net in the glass. Propels the puck down the ice. Rotundo nearly caught, but gets a good stick in there to negate that one. Now Sturge going the other way. Sturge with McMillan. Gets it in. Beauville just covers that one up. Then Sturge takes quite the hit from behind. And now we're going to get some words behind the net.
It looks like it won't amount to much anything, but after Sturge put the puck on net, he went for what he thought was going to be a rebound, and the goalie dolly covered up the puck. And the Vikings did not take much pleasure in his decision to do that. One thing I will say, though, about McDonald's, it is Monopoly season.
It is, yeah. You know what that coincided with? Happy birthday, Mike Brown. That started on his birthday when we were in
Happy birthday,
Sudbury.
Mike.
Mike, our intrepid camera operator for Flow Hockey, as the puck rolls in on Gordon. And I can't say enough good things about Mike, especially when it's his birthday season. This is more like his birthday month.
Yeah.
Because we just hammer it home.
It's his birthday season.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
All hockey is Mike's birthday.
Every game there's a...
There's a Voodoos game, it's Mike's birthday.
That's true. We should get our friends at the Voodoos social media to just start posting about his birthday every game. Put it in there at the end. Oh, yeah, and happy birthday, Mike Brown.
Birthday announcement over the PA every game.
Puck back from Menard, tipped on net, just wide. Dawson on the far side with it. Now battle for possession in the Voodoos territory. Russo wills the puck forward, but Elliott gets it right back in. Now it's back out for Russo. In for Bertrand. Bertrand takes a hard hit from McLean. And now down the ice, Smith gets a piece of it, and it goes into the netting and out of play.
We knew Russo was a good player coming in before the season started, with having watched him in the Great North Midget League last year. But he's been great this year. He's playing tough to play against. Now, as a young guy coming in this league, that's not always an easy thing to do. So I've been really impressed with the play by Justin Russo so far.
He's been great for sure, and showing why he was captain material last year with the U18 Trappers in the Great North U18 League. Also MVP of that league as well. Ryan Patrick, his pass hit a skate, and it nearly propelled Smetham down the ice, but he lost control of it. And the puck thrown cross ice for Abelflan, well above his head, and that'll go for icing rather. And we'll get another stoppage here, and an offensive zone draw for the Voodoos.
And due to the technical difficulties, people on Flow Hockey have not heard our advertisements yet today, but I'd like to shout out a couple of our great sponsors. Average Joe's has been an amazing sponsor and helped us get to where we are. Mike, the financial advisor, has been great. He's helped us with all sorts of things, sponsoring the players, players to watch. And plays back underway, I'll talk about more later.
Big hit on the near side there, leveled by Tucker Shields on Menard. Now a glove is on.